would show us around the town. That's all I'm saying.
He did.
But they used to
I
put
don't
the
remember the name of
sparklers
it.
and stuff. I'm pretty sure it was Spitfire was the name of the club.
Okay.
Like the plane.
Yeah, I got that.
Okay, all right, just checking. Since you didn't know what we were talking about at all.
All right. Just as viewers, I was going to give them an update and say we're about to get this, but here we are, boys. I was going to be like, yeah, don't worry, it's coming, just a few things. Obviously, you can see down there the 5th player from Virtus.pro flit a last-minute change-up in the lineup for VP.
And that actually changed the schedule for this event because by removing a player, they lost the RMR points associated with that player. It was Sanji that obviously left, and Flit came in, and that's kind of last minute on the cusp of it.
I like this, though. I mean, if you're an underdog, if you're Movistar riders, you're playing VP on Vertigo, keep it simple. Nice little, just real fast pace towards the B bomb site. Initial headshot. Ooh, little bit of nerves. He's like, oh, we have the whole bomb site. I'll just shoot at my teammate behind me.
There are small subtleties I'll give Valve credit for. The elevated site platform inside of B now does make things a little bit different. You can't just dance around the catwalk as easily because you have to jump back up. My hands are shaking, but I'm still shooting. Anyway, you got to jump back up on the site. That changes your movement a little bit. You don't get as much freedom of movement to find those angles as quickly of holding the position. So there's small things, but big things happening right now as James finds a headshot into Sunpiss. However, Flit goes down immediately after. James got it all to do because he's lost his teammate in Kickers. And it's a 1 versus 2. Time is ticking far too quickly, I'm afraid. And despite that he is close to the bomb, he will not get anywhere near it. Deaths will serve him exactly that. It goes 1-0 for Movistar.
Yeah, nicely done from them. It actually looked like VP was going to be able to come back in that retake and maybe snatch it away, but they shut it down quite well. Double kill for... Let's go over these names. Alex, Deaths.
Those ones are easy. Got it.
Yeah,
Good job.
those are the easy ones.
You leaving me the hard ones?
Dav1G.
Okay.
Mopaz.
I thought it was Divide.
Divig.
No, I thought someone... Divig. Okay, dude. You calm down. All right? Mopos?
Okay, yeah.
No, it's
this
not
This is going to be great.
So if someone knows the actual pronunciation, please tweet us. I don't mind being corrected on some of these.
I would actually prefer to be corrected now.
Yeah, there's a couple of ways you could say a few of these, and I've not actually conversed with these guys. So there you go. But Sun Pay Us.
Sun Pay Us.
Ikinder, meanwhile, will hold out.
Ooh.
That's a decent nade.
That's a beefy nade. Caught it with his teeth, down to 50 HP. Tapping away, trying to get a nice, fortunate, lucky dink through the smoke. It's not going to happen, so bomb will get planted. No problems. Just doing a little tap to see if there's going to be any nades, any kind of Molotov come out. That would ruin his day, and they're going to get a freebie and back off. And really, for Virtus.pro, you have nothing to really lose, just USPs. See if they make a late play just for some kills. Movistar just playing it disciplined, backing away from the bomb and seeing what the response is going to be from VP. Happy to let the bomb timer click down.
Shots back out. So trying to do some work toward the site. Look at all the targets to fire at. They won't go for this bomb, but they just want to try and get some guns out of their possession. They'll tap on it nonetheless. That forces Deaths forward, so they do get 1 kill, at least a little bit of utility. Pick up that Galil as well and make good on it. Buster's got Alex. Yakinder goes down with the bomb, but so too does Sun. So, as a result, only 2 players survive. That's decent from Virtus.pro.
Yeah. That is way better than expected, obviously. Kickert's going to snap by the M4 in this round. There's a Galil on Buster. He's got, plenty of money. So here we go. First gun round, first real contention here in round number 3.
Sunpiss is going to head back towards... That is how it's said.
When you say it so quick, it sounds like you're saying sun piss, and I'm just like...
literally, I just got a tweet, so I'm going with this, unless I'm being trolled, that says, you had it right the first time, sun piss is indeed pronounced sun piss, all right? So, literally hyphenated P-I-S-S, Jason.
All right.
Stop being immature,
no,
it's just a word.
I'm in. I'm all about it.
All right. Grow up sometime, Jason.
No, I don't.
I talk about video games for
I
a living. I can do whatever.
do not have to grow up ever.
Oh, all right.
I'm a Toys R Us kid.
Oh my God, what a store. It was great to just go in there and play with everything while your parents were shopping. So Alex trying to rotate back out toward vents, or excuse me, toward ramp. Davi will be alongside with him. Kickert and Flit on top of the site playing it together. Trying to take that crane peek close corner. James is ready to flash them in. Buster as well coming in from lobby. So everyone's got their attention on this site. It's pretty clear at this point in time, 45 seconds in the round, that this is where it's going to be. And Flit might go down, but that allows Kickert to go for the 1-2 switch and trade.
Ooh.
Dave has got the shot in response. Meanwhile, though, the bomb did sneak back. No, it didn't. Excuse me. That's not the man with the bomb.
It's coming, though. You love this play from your lurker over at that B bomb site. Oh, he needed that kill. I mean, heads up from James to check and clear it. And now this gets a little bit weird. You were going to go back with the ground that Mopaz gained. Now Buster's just waiting, and Deaths has the bomb site, but you have no idea he's here. You might think both players got pulled over. Bomb being planted. Here comes a late peek from Buster. He's going to stop the plant. Good conversion from Deaths, but look at the clock. 8 seconds. What a win. Swings on James. 3-0 for the Spaniards. Spaniard.
Yeah. Let's get the vuvuzelas out and bring back some Euro and FIFA references. Yeah, this is a great start. Movistar, I don't know what it was this morning, but they looked really good. And, you know, just like Copenhagen Flames, massive underdogs, I would say, but having a great start. And sometimes you can catch off some of these better teams, you know, back on a land, maybe in different comfort zones, getting a little too complacent early on. James is certainly someone who can change that as he tries to get aggressive and look down toward the ramp. But it's this time going to be a hold toward mid and a swing rotation from Flit with a 2-2 split on the other defenders. And the close one, Buster, is going to have to watch very carefully as they try and work the stairway. 4 players on them and a flash out. Kikert's able to assist Buster, but he has to extinguish flames at his feet. And a Molotov going to go behind him as well. That smoke didn't get all the way around. Doesn't matter. It forces him forward enough that even if he stands within it, Deaths is able to find the shot.
Okay. They've had to fight tooth and nail to get this control at the top of these stairs. Flit's got low HP.
I always think that on those stairs. I know it catches you, but every time I see it, I'm like, oh, God.
That give you a little bit of like a feeling in your stomach, the falling feeling?
Wow, Flit's been burned alive. Another kill for Deaths, and not only have they got that kill, Mopaz has gone very aggressive. Look how far forward he is, but nice boost. Ooh, that's on the off-site. That's Davy trying to lurk back through. He can cut them off now, working in through the lobby position. Excuse me. Mopaz, meanwhile, does spot the boost. James goes down, and Kickert. Man, oh, man, this is a solid take. You said this is like a great map for Virtus.pro. Love to see him on it. We don't get to see a lot from Movistars. Well, apparently they're very comfortable leaving it, and that's why they left it in the pool.
Yeah, some pretty convincing kills popping off in that round for Movistar. That was very nice. 4-0. VP in an early hole. And they're going to be back onto just pistols. Armor's being bought up, a little bit of utility, Deagles and CZs. I mean, this is what, like two kills through smoke, great damage, and then cleaned up with the Molotov. This next kill, Mopaz gets one through the smoke as well later on. So this is a good little take with a bit of luck mixed in. It'll take it. 4-0. Another 1-0 matchup here in the Swiss system as well. Both these teams starting the day off with a victory. VP seemed their victory seemed a little shaky. Didn't seem as convincing as I maybe would have liked to have seen for them coming in and getting their major campaign started.
Alex down below. I'll rotate all the way back off this. Mopaz just waiting. The bottom of the B stairs is hoping he can gather some information. And in fact, they are going to push up. He's going to be left in a really awkward position. Spots one on catwalk. Now sees the flash. They know he's down there. Does at least get him. Oh, smart. Okay, I like it.
Yeah.
I don't mind that at all.
A bit early. And he's going to do it with the Glock anyways. 1 kill, but he spotted 2 more bodies. That's the signal, guys. There might be 2 there.
Would it be even better if he just hailed his whole body off? Like, screw it, I'm going down too. But he gets a kill.
I appreciate the AK toss. He's like, guys, I'm out.
He's still got a kill with the pistols, so fair play. And it gave them the information that they were trying to push on to B, which is the confidence they needed to go toward A as Flit will try and work directly back through the bomb. He's getting close to Alex. If Alex wasn't wearing deodorant, he could smell him at this point in time. Or maybe if he is wearing really strong deodorant, he could still smell him at this point in time. But, you know, we don't have that in our world of Counter-Strike yet. They haven't created that sense.
Jerks wearing all that body spray.
Yep.
Be done with it.
Giving me allergies.
5-0, Movistar. And this is just a round that went up against armored pistols, but looking good. Looking very, very good. James just going to chill. He's got the armor he can upgrade. Going to have plenty of money in the next round. And this is where it'll be interesting to see if the underdogs and Movistar can keep up this pace and feel this momentum and keep putting rounds on the board. Now you're going to have the AWPs with plenty of utility. Now everyone from VP is going to have smoke Molotov. Now they can play the stall out game. They have a lot more options now than they have previously in some of these gun rounds.
All right, I'm retweeting it out so everyone can get with it.
Okay. What are you retweeting?
All of the pronunciation.
Nice.
So Sunpeos, Davi G. That one I was right about. Deaths is deaths. Keek. Like I read it literally.
What's Alex?
W.
Is that one?
Alex is just Alex, surprisingly.
Okay.
But then he says, say the O like you would say ROPS. So same with
Mapas?
Mapas? Mapas. But he also says like Movistar Riders is how they would say it.
Okay.
Interesting. Apparently
gotcha.
there's accents that don't translate through to the game. Like there's an accent aggrave, agu, circumflex. I can't remember the name of the accents, but there's an accent above the O.
Cool.
Yeah. There you go. And now that I've bored you with that incredible lesson, just go check it out on Twitter, and I'll probably still butcher the names. So here we go. 5-0, though. This is a remarkable start. They definitely know what they're doing on Inferno. They might.
Bless
but they know
my
what they're
heart,
doing on
That'll be
on
good when we get to the
Vertigo.
best of threes. But
That'll be fantastic. But no, they definitely, because they're playing this lurk, and this is something I don't see enough, I think, on Vertigo. They're trying to force the rotations, similar to what we see on Nuke. You got to get the CTs moving at least.
well, they've hit some pretty nice bangers to open up the rounds, and that's always going to get the defense moving, those opening kills. Davi pushing forward. Not too committed. He's actually the only one here at this point. They've had a lot of presence, a decent amount of utility. It's kept 3 defenders at this A bomb site for Virtus.pro, but a little bit of a fake pressure as they only have the presence of 1 man. And he's even backed away. Pretty calm stalemate. It has forced a decent amount of utility. Ooh, there was an opportunity. Missed the timing on the glance away. Ooh, and he sees the jump just barely through the edge of the smoke, the clearing smoke. Wasn't a clean shot.
James, oh, he can... That's misleading, because the scaffolding makes it look like you can see through, but there's still a bit of drywall down there as well. It's not going to be dry anymore because it's going to be splattered with Death's blood as he gets nailed by James. He did find the Kinder before that, and Alex now left alone on top of the ramp, rather, not even on top, but at the corner.
Ooh, this is a dangerous battle. We saw him previously make this play where he could open up the B bomb site. They're coming back to him now. There's 20 seconds of the clock, but man, I don't know if you want to give up the game with any utility. However, it is an AWP on the angle. There it is, deep, Buster. Ready and wait. Oh, but the Molotov. This is what I'm talking about. They have all the utility to stall you out. That late molly, the late smoke. Save it. Round's over. Get the hell out. Flit's going to push forward and maybe try and take some guns away right at the end. And he had the opportunity. But Virtus.pro want to preserve their own money. And their first round is on the board.
Yep, goes the way of time, but they'll take it either way. AWP, Buster holds on. James has one as well. They'll immediately go to M4s to complement that as we look back. Well, we did look back at the round. Sunpace goes for an AWP as well on the T side. And we'll see if that slows it down a bit and try and play a pick and return from their perspective, but we're going to get a bit of chat about it first.
Yeah, it can sometimes be difficult, it feels, as an opera on this map to find anything really early on, especially when you think of how chaotic the A ramp gets, all the flashbangs, all the Molotovs, the smokes.
Yeah.
And it's just tough sometimes to find the angles that you can peer over, especially while also trying to dodge like reverse damage. So, 4-round lead for Movistar Riders.
It's interesting that we didn't mention at the top of the show as well, the most famous esports figure of all time is Spanish, Carlos Ocelot.
Yeah.
There's a man of many talents, mostly memeing on Twitter.
He's phenomenal at that.
He is actually really good at that. I'll give him credit.
Yeah. Ooh. Man, that's the second time Yekindar has just been sat down at this A ramp. Nice shot from Davi.
Well, you said it. That's the man they have to shut down.
Yeah.
He's 1-6 right now, and he's gone early in this round. There's still 1:30 to play, and he gets to watch from the sidelines. Talk about the timings of Vertigo. The other aspect of it is because these exchanges happen so quickly, if you're having an off game and you're dying early in rounds, you're sitting there watching so much of the time versus actually being involved, and that's hard to come back from.
I have to imagine that that Movistar Riders is just kind of faking this presence over towards B, like they want to start clearing things out, because the ground that Davi has gained is just so valuable. He's calling everyone back, but they want to still spend some utility at B so that VP can't over-rotate to a massive extent. Now, that push on the defensive side is allowing them to do just that, because they're getting information, but they don't realize Davi's already here.
Davi waiting with the gaps in the smoke to look for the boost as well. They'll head toward heaven. Jame looking far with the AWP, unaware that they're up close, but he'll hear the bomb plant going down now. That's good enough for Buster through the smoke. He actually gets the shot onto Alex. That was with the second AWP, and it'll buy some time. 28 seconds. Mopa's coming around behind, though, on the flank, lurking it out. And Davi, they still don't know that he's up here. They still don't know that he exists toward the scaffolding, but Buster finds one more. The lurk man gone, and Davi with left a lot to do. I think he's going to back out of this one. 14 seconds. I can't imagine he tries to go for this bomb, but he's still going to evaluate it. He's still going to consider, yeah, that's the better choice.
Just peeking for maybe a kill. Man, I feel bad. I feel like they slow played that too much. That took way too much time for them to move across the map to the other side and really execute that kind of a hit, especially with how strong that position was from Davi. The only position they had to worry about was behind sandbags. And just a little bit too slow played, and VP was able to get the information. A good push from the new guy, Flit, is going to give them all the intel they need.
And Flit's not exactly new himself either. He's been around. He's played with some of these guys in various teams before. He's been around the CIS scene for quite a while.
Yeah, not new player, just new to the roster.
New to the roster, yeah. But yeah, pretty last-minute decision to bring him in. Davi just trying to Houdini his way through the smokes, but Kickert is above and has a magic trick of his own to take him down immediately with the M4A1S. Sunpius is going to wait down below at this point in time and see if anyone's going to drop down and try and swing out. No one really uses that elevator shaft as much as they, I think, could potentially.
I think that's cool that Kickert comes over to help his boy out. Yekindar, couple tough rounds early on, and Kickert's like, I got you, man. I'll come help out. Let's just shut this guy down, and we'll get you back to normal.
I mean, the other part of it, too, is, like I say, because the exchanges happen so quickly, you need someone else to be aggressive for you. Get yourself at least around where you live. Get your fingers warmed up on the keyboard. Don't just sit there and watch. So Molotovs go down, smokes as well. Mopa's already making his way up the top of the stairs. Alex will bait the shots from far. And as he goes to the reload, Mopa's just making sure that there's no one up close, but making a lot of noise. Goes directly toward Kickert, fully blinded. He gets the kill that will have to be called from his teammate. He was fully blind. He wouldn't have even known that he actually dropped the player in front. As Alex elevates on top of the double stack. Gets one in return. Smoke still plumed on his right side, but looks for Kickert. Didn't see it at bottom. I thought he saw his back end. He didn't. He's anticipating that he's there. They're going to spray it in, and he holds his nerve and his cross there to find the kill.
I think someone must have spotted on radar. Deaths needs that frag, and he gets it blind with the Galil. Jame going to be forced back. Wants a new angle with the ult. 20 seconds of the clock, and Yekindar's flank is coming in, and it's scary. They got to get this bomb, and they got to be able to plant it as well, but they're surrounded on both sides and being pressured from both sides as well. Here comes the plant behind double stack, and that's the only safety they have.
Doesn't give a lot in the post plant, but either way, they're trapped in the site, so they'll have to fight it. How does James survive here? It's an AWP. He can still make this work. Oh, he nearly does, but Sunpius is able to hold things down. Ooh. And it goes 6 rounds for Movistar. I thought, you give James a chance like that? Oh.
I'm curious, because he ran out of bullets with the Galil is what happened.
He just, yeah.
I'm wondering if he chose not to reload because of the sound cue, or if he just didn't realize it. Either way, doesn't necessarily matter. Got a bit awkward. It's all good. We like awkward. We like weird.
Yeah, I mean, if we didn't like that, I wouldn't like myself, so.
Well, case in point. 6-2.
Or is it the point in the case?
Nice.
You know?
Oh, this clever web of words you weave.
Yeah, they call me Charlotte. Charlotte's web.
No, I got it.
Okay, I know you might, but some of the viewers might not have, so I'm just... Davi, between smoke and flames, will try and walk out and emerge victorious in a battle that has Yekindar getting aggressive finally toward the ramp. In fact, very smartly so. Late smoke goes down deep, and he's able to clear out all the angles. Ooh, okay, I thought he would just tuck into that corner, to be completely honest, but maybe he thinks they'll check that with smoke. Makes sense they would. Deep nade nade smoke dissipates. He's got to be careful now with utility in his hand. He's just jumping to make sure no one else is coming up. This does get them a lot of information, to be fair. He's playing it very smart and safely, because look at the rotation in the top radar now. 3 players go back over toward B. They do leave Kicker close enough that he's able to support if he needs to, but they have the head start on exactly this, and Buster's ready for this stair
Oh, they
take.
bit this fake. They bit this fake. If Buster goes down too easy, oh, now he's calling him back. He hears the utility. But if Buster goes down too fast, they might still be able to take the site. He's got the first, gonna get spammed, but not gone down just yet. Buster holding strong, gonna swing a bit wider with the flashbangs. Finally goes, but the game is up. The fake no longer matters.
Not at all. Flitz trying to come back in. Awkward through the board in front of him. That drywall
Oh,
on the
dear.
MP9 not matching. Alex with 2. 9 HP though. James partially blinded up, is able to get the shot back on the AWP, but that's all he's good for. Deaths from behind. Swings over top of middle. And it's 7-2 for Movistar Raiders. And someone's pointed out on Twitter, IEM Fall, these two teams played each other on this map, and Movistar actually did win that.
Ooh, spicy. VP won in the rematch.
Yeah, left it in there as always.
7-2, that's wild. That second shot from Alex on the entry was absolutely beautiful. This is cool. I mean, they faked this so well, and it kind of is a, I don't want to say a bummer that Buster kind of caught it and pulled him back, but I wanted to see what was going to happen there, because they actually did Movistar pull like two of the players from this B bomb site to start rotating to A. They got all the way to CT spawn before they turned around. That's a great fake, and it seems like I mean, when you see someone bite on a fake like that, you just got to feel like this team is in their head. Just kind of has them strategically as just like one step ahead of the opposition. Or 5 steps.
Yeah, in this case, if steps were rounds. I get it. Lopez goes aggressive, making a lot of noise. Buster, yeah, he did spot him. But Buster, I thought, was ready for the duel. Not even close.
This VP looks flat.
They do.
Individually.
Yo, Movistar could go up 2-0 right now. Copenhagen Flames, I think, already did. These guys could join them. That's already shaking things up in the groups. Or the bracket, or the Swiss stage.
I love it, man. Gone are the days where you could like predict the first like week of the major. Now it's just it's all gone to hell. It's all chaos.
Love it. Yakinder and Flit, both limited to just the pistols. Headshot spotted, but cannot be attained as Davy ducks back down. It's Yakinder that's found instead as Deaths finds the shot. Flit wants more of it. He's rotated back around. He'll get the response, but Davy's there. No bomb plant required. It's 8 rounds again for Movistar. You're a Movistar. That's what you are. That's been in my head the whole time, Jason. I had to get it out of the system.
Why can't I think of who sings that song?
I can't either. I think it's Nas. Because that's like the bridge for the rapper.
Okay.
Or is it like Puff Daddy?
I don't those are 2 names I would not have even put anywhere close to that song. I don't know why.
I'm looking it up now.
Are you thinking Superstar? Are you just mixing it up with Movistar?
Superstar, isn't it? Oh my God, it is.
That's oh, you've lost your mind. I have too. It's fine. We've lost it together. 6th round lead. I was like, maybe there's a Movistar song I don't know about. Maybe it's Movistar and Superstar was completely different.
Well, so your Superstar is by Love Inc., but there was a rapper that used it as like sampled it in his song, and I think it was Nas.
Okay. Op is peeking very deep from Jame.
Apparently it was Pross. I don't know who that is.
Davies,
so I'm done.
Davies already passed his crosshair. Molotov going to force him away. And Yekindar wants nothing to do with that fight, especially with his teammate neutralized from the action. So Yekindar and Jame playing it pretty passively at the moment. Not fighting the initial contact, just backing away. They've got a 3rd player here now. That's going to be Flit.
Lopez backs off smartly as the nade gets bounced toward him. So Flit on the site has everyone for company to try and hold this off, but look how far back they're forced already. They still have one angle, and it's Yakinder that it prevails from it, but he's left very vulnerable on the inside of the wall. Yakinder, oh, they tried to boost to spot him from Crane. They couldn't quite get an angle onto him. Alex, meanwhile, does get him down finally, but that allows Jane to find deaths. And Alex trying to do this all. Needs an ace to win out the round. 2 already, 3 to find, 12 seconds to do so. I think you're exactly right. Just jump off. Just suicide. That definitely doesn't work in this case. But he's got another shot on the kicker. 4 seconds. Can't get the bomb plant down. And you're right. He has to die or survive completely. But he won't get a bonus. And they aren't going to punish him after the time. So at least he carries the AK over. Oof. He would have been clenching pretty hard right there.
He did find a second door that I didn't believe was an option. He just got another kill and didn't die. That's not bad. Taking the money away. You've got some cash built up on your side. Not as much as I would have thought. So it is going to be the final buy before Movistar is just staring an economic deficit in the face. Ops in hand for both teams. Yekindar going to try his luck again. Davy has already kind of made his way to Scav. He hasn't really shown the position. Yekindar's got to be careful. Again, he's the only one here for the moment and playing extremely aggressive. He must not believe that anyone got to Davi's position, which is crazy.
Well, he's going to have to be forced passive inside of the site this time. Nade over the top. Tickles Alex's head. Molotov out. He's forced back in. His smoke was too late. They were already through it. Moppas with a relatively easy kill, all things considered. Very awkward for Yekindar in that situation.
He was waiting for the flashbang, but the Molotov forced his hand a little bit early because he was staying in it, burning, and yeah, just a narrow miss through the smoke. And James is just crossing his fingers and pulling the trigger. Nothing connecting just yet. No utility to stop or delay the plant, and VP have a decision to make.
Oh, look at Deaths as well. He's still down below, catches off Buster, trying to rotate in behind, and the pinch play on a retake's not going to work well for them. No kit for James. Kicker, Flit do, but I think they're going to bail on this one. They're going to back away, and from lobby, James could find one more on Davy. He knows that angle well, but still gets taken down. That'll be the end of the round and the end of the killing, I believe.
Deaths is 13-5, and he's done a really good job lurking in a couple of these rounds. We saw him previously on a couple of the B bomb site hits where he's lurking in middle and grabbing a couple kills late.
You touched on the fact that teams are finally starting to evolve on this map, and I think a lurking aspect of it, because of how quick rotations can be, even if, let's say, it fails in mid, you can jump back down and be at ramp pretty quickly. Yeah. I think lurking is a huge thing that teams need to do more of on this map. So yeah, you're right. It's cool to see him doing it. Yeah, he's super impactful. It's been really nice to see. I mean, and it's just kind of weird seeing him at 13 kills because we're obviously on the guys entering into the bomb site and taking the crazy hectic fights, and then you just kind of see Deaths climbing up that scoreboard and see the kill feed fill up. He's baiting for stats, bro. Is that what you're saying? If he's gonna go 13-5 and help you win the map, you can bait all you want. Just win me the game, and it's not an issue. Davi, ooh, I thought he had the advantage on that one. Yekindar this time again, getting aggressive on scaffold. Will get away as they try and wall bang the corner. It is a very vulnerable position as such, but it's the man advantage sustained for Virtus.pro as Deaths will work with Sunpass and the rest of his team, in fact, back across the bridge toward that smoke at the bottom of ramp. So they acted like they left. They regrouped instead, and it does look like an A hit is promising. But they have to hit the timing as well. It's not just hitting the bomb site, it's hitting the timing where Virtus.pro had drifted kind of away from the site playing retake. And now, the nice thing is, even if you're VP and you've kind of switched off, right? You have so much utility that you can actually play retake, and Flit's gonna get aggressive again, pushing up, trying to find intel, but you've got plenty of HE grenades. Okay, I take it back. You have one less player, one less HE grenade. Kicker, gonna find one kill and trade. And smokes aren't up yet, so actually VP can challenge this. Kicker's gonna have to drop that on the Molotov. Oh, and that flame is gonna burn the planter, but another up kill comes out, and into a 3-on-3 we go. Gap in the smoke is gonna give Mopaz another one. This is absolute filth from Movistar Riders. Underdog, what? Yeah, I mean, what a day they're having. Again, another good start. Copenhagen Flames and them both looking phenomenal, and Moppas is going to take down Kicker back toward the elevators. And just like that, we find them into the double digits already. 10-3. Virtus.pro is nowhere in this game. In fact, I want to say the last sort of
Let's get there.
Big performance, but you know, still part of the decline from Virtus.pro. You know, the legacy lineup we saw was actually the last PGL Major at Krakow. It was in front of their home crowd. They got beat, I think, was by Immortals in the playoffs, but still had, you know, that send-off, and it was kind of the last time we saw. So it's kind of interesting to see Virtus.pro.
They had the red carpet laid out for him at that major.
They did too. Yeah. Yeah. The crowd was. I remember it was one of the casts I got accused of being extremely biased, and it was like, how can I not when the crowd's literally only cheering for one team even when they're losing? Like, how do I hype the other team without overhyping them?
Listen, that old VP lineup is, yeah, I was biased the whole time. Fucking, I love those guys.
All right, then.
Yep, I don't even care. Don't even feel bad about it. Good shot from Kicker. Sees the head pop up. Buster again just behind the board. 3 defenders here at this bomb site. It's going to be tough to take.
Death's waiting down below as Alex will work his way up from the stairwell, and oh, that nade's gonna go far. I thought it was gonna do more damage than that on the site.
Oh my lord, surely this is not how they steal around away from VP. He's gonna hear those footsteps. Oh, that's a big win. James is ready. That's a good turn. But I thought Dav was gonna backstab his way to a victory.
The timing of that jump, I think Death's had a clean kill on Buster and actually was getting a little bit impatient, jumped up not knowing he was there and gave it away. That crosshair resets. Kicker's going to take down Alex. And yeah, that was huge. Yakinder gets caught again. The lurking is working. They're getting in between people. It's just that time a great response from James, and I think this one's going to go 10-4. They're
catching some nice rounds over towards the A bomb site because Yakindar's playing solo there quite frequently, even at the start of rounds and sometimes in the late rounds he's kind of alone, and that's where they're finding a little bit of space at times. That was just a weird round for them. They wanted to do that execute towards the B bomb set. It gets stalled out, it gets neutralized, and then they have no more utility to re-exec or retake map control anywhere else. They had absolutely nothing. It all had to come down to Davy opening things up, and unfortunately only able to go 1 for 1. Last round of the first half.
Virtus.pro want to convert on 2 back-to-back. Davy, oh, did he spot him? He did, absolutely did. As he threw the nade, but that gives away the crosshair, rather the tracers, excuse me, and Yakinder, with none firing out from his silenced weapon, is able to get the shot in return and get away with it, tagged down to 30 in the process, but needs to be very aware of the fact that Moppes has gone so close.
Keep going.
And well, I don't think he stops now. Sees utility thrown, wants to go by his feet, and now spots him running back in. Did Flip must have been looking at radar or something? Did he not even see him standing in front?
No, I mean, I don't think he expected it at all because Yakindar just fell back from this position. He felt safe. Ooh, that would be a huge kill to get. That's a tough peek into James, though. And Mopaz still, I think he's waiting for, oh my, Yakindar is a psychopath. That's mental.
Yeah, he's putting himself in really precarious positions, getting caught out a lot this game.
It's all good, at least this time.
Is it? I mean, 3 HP. He's got to play off info. A nade toward the site right now takes him down. He's going to try and work over toward double boost. But that smoke, ooh, yeah. Just saw the edge of him, but couldn't do anything with it. Expecting perhaps someone's going to go toward heaven. He'll stay up on the handrail. No one revealing themselves just yet. Meanwhile, Alex has the bomb. He's going to try and flash his teammate in. Holds with the AWP back toward the connector. And no one revealing yet. This gets a little bit more tenuous now. A little bit more of a problem. Although it's 30 HP, it is the AWP. They've spotted one. That baits out the shot. Mappa's not ready for Kicker to swing. They'll take it down. Yakinder, okay, fair enough. The 3 HP gets the kill through the wall.
Yeah, falling as well. Well, I mean, VP scraped together what they could towards the end. 5 rounds to the 10 of Movistar Riders. That's a great first half. If you're looking for an upset here, you cannot be bothered with that 10 rounds at all. Yakindar coming alive a little bit towards the end, but certainly that battle was going the other way for most of the half. Davy did a great job towards that A ramp on Yakindar, and obviously Deaths did a great job lurking wherever he was on the map. So, can the underdogs keep it up and close it out in the second half, or are they going to fall flat here on Vertigo?
Well, pistol round, get the early momentum. That's certainly what they'll be looking for to try and continue with. I mean, if you're an underdog, you don't want to give anything away. Deaths, a little bit of an aggressive peek down the B stairs.
Oh, God.
Yakinder holds his nerve this time. Muppes has been one of the players that in the first half was all over this position and was one of Yakinder's problems, but Not this time. His 7th kill in the game.
Everyone's lining up here, and actually the CTs can't get away. They're committed to this no matter what. If VP Fit pushes the issue, they have those fights exactly, and they let him get away. Happy to force him back. Happy to play the 5-on-4 now that they have control of A ramp.
Yeah, they let them scurry. But you're right, they were far enough forward they could have forced the issue. Meanwhile, Flit will be the one on the lurk this time, seeing it once again. Virtus.pro capitalizing. Sunbass, though, is going to take the same position in return. A little bit slow. Flit manages to survive. I think if he had got that first shot off, it could have made things very awkward because now Flit has a great position forward. Smoke down as well. Bomb sneaks in behind and it gets planted now. As Alex tries to fire back through the smoke, and it looks like pistol round will go the way of Virtus.pro. Got an update for me, Jason?
Oh, yeah. B-Stream update. Heroic has the lead 13-7 over Mouse Sports.
And that's on Nuke. A lot of Nuke today. I think you're going to see a lot more Nuke just because of the way the map pool is kind of spread out right now. A lot of teams.
Well, it's always interesting too, seeing what teams are going to come into the major with, right? Because that's where you'd expect if someone is going to if someone's going to heavily focus on one map to improve it, it would be for the major. If someone's going to bring like a sneak pick in,
but I think with Ancient still coming in and being relatively new, and certain teams not liking Vertigo, I mean, you have to play Nuke then, right? So you're going to see more and more that it becomes a staple of the map pool as opposed to kind of the outside map as it always has been for years. But yeah, you're right. Teams would definitely be focusing on having a strength for this tournament of all tournaments.
Yakandar leading the way with the SMG is going to find the kill. There's the MAC-10. This is exactly what you wouldn't want if you're Movistar riders. You don't want to see Yakandar starting to build some momentum and starting to build some confidence at this A ramp. And again, VP happy to take the 5-on-4 and slow things down and just chill.
Chill, but still try and sneak their way up toward the A site. Let's see Alex toward default right now, being the one that's going to be in a tough position trying to hold this. Oh no. Maybe not as tough as I thought. Missed Molotov. In fact, they're going to take advantage of that because Davi's able to sneak up in the same position, but they don't spot you, Kinder. Slow it down, my friend. Get the shot. He manages to take him down in the end, but only good for one. Kicker will find the others. Alex pushes forward to get away from the potential threat beyond the smoke on the site. And it should now be 10-7. Still in favor of Movistars, but 2 in a row for Virtus.pro to start off their T-siding campaign.
Yeah, they're creeping back into this one. Still obviously extremely early. But that 5-round lead is disappearing pretty quick, especially with the full investment in this second round. They're going to have to back off of any investment in the next, so a good chance for this to be 10-8 going into the first gun round. And not even really, I mean, no real danger in this round whatsoever. They got that opening kill, and it was like, all right, let's just pause for like 10 seconds. We'll walk right back up the ramp and take the bomb site, and there we go.
So we'll see if the Deagles can do anything. I shouldn't, well, plural's fair enough. There's 2 of them. Sunpace and Deaths are the ones wielding.
Ooh, that's an odd bounce.
It's not going to work out well for you, Kinder. You're right, the bounce doesn't go anywhere. In fact, comes back down around you. Kinder's got 2 nonetheless with the MAC-10. Pretty straightforward kills at that. They'll clear out sandbags as well, and he'll even pick up the secondary sidearm. They're all tripping over each other.
Yeah, well, they want to be safe and put out the nades, but they also all can't wait to get in and start killing, start shooting their opposition. Flit's gonna find a kill onto Alex. Yakandar, I was gonna say surely you go farm with that MAC-10, but yeah, he's got the bomb, so he'll chill for a moment. It's gonna be an 8th round for Virtus.pro. No chance of them losing this whatsoever.
Yeah, fantastic start so far to their attacking side is.
Their offensive campaign.
Offensive campaign, that works. I like it. Counter-Strike offensive campaign.
It sounds very official.
does. But officially, they're making money because they've not lost too many players in this as well. Can even go for an additional bonus round. MP5 on the board, just to point out for Kickert. So much hype about that weapon. We get it back. It's not really that good. Sounds great, though.
I use it anyways.
Yeah, there's a nostalgia factor. I can understand old people like you not wanting to let go of things.
Yeah,
It makes perfect sense.
That's actually exactly what it is.
Yeah, that's why I said it, Jason. I know. I can relate.
It's actually not even the nostalgia from 1.6. It's from GoldenEye.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah, that's a
yeah, just make yourself sound even older. That's great.
10-8. But like a dwindled 10-8. Actually, it doesn't even feel like they're 2 rounds ahead. To me. I don't know why.
I mean, the convincing rounds that Virtus.pro have just put together makes it seem like they're the ones in the driver's seat.
Yeah, I feel like I've already seen the future of Virtus.pro regaining the lead quickly.
It is starting to feel that way. Mumpa's trying to do something of it toward the ramp this time as Alex comes out from scaffolding. Actually, 1 step higher than the scaffold itself as he sits on the lane corner, but he'll fall back this time to a different or slightly different angle. Is getting desperate with some spam as well, looking to get some early damage in for free. Our Movistar Riders. Why do I keep saying Raiders, Jason? Raiders
I don't know. I actually thought about calling you out on it.
You know what? Don't worry about it.
And then I didn't, you know, I didn't want to put you on blast, but...
Well, Blast doesn't even want to put me on blast, so...
That's true.
Yeah, it's their loss. Or is it? I'm not sure.
Nobody knows. A little bit of a boost up here late in the round. They're not going to see anything. A little bit of a probe towards this B-bomb site as well. Could be an odd timing. Deaths gets... Oh, he gets aggressive. I can't believe he pushed forward.
There could have easily been... Well, there was a second player, but there could have easily been a crossfire setup that would have taken him down. Fortunately for him, in that sense, James had an 8 out. But yeah, there's no need to give himself up that early. It sits to a 4-on-4, 30 seconds, and now they've thinned out the defense. This boost could still come to fruition.
Yeah, if they don't molly this corner off... They just give it up. They just give up the boost. Oh, and the timing. Kickert has everything. Alex's attention is pulled away. Nice kill from Kickert. Easy, obviously. Back turned. And oh, you've got to be feeling bad
10 seconds.
If you're Alex and Muppets. Yeah, I guess I was going to say he's got to just try and pop through the smoke, but Yekindar puts that idea down before it even begins. A 9th round for VP.
I feel like you got to commit to that late in the round. If you can get 1 kill and you slow this plant down, now they're in a really tough spot. And I even dare say this is done. 10-9 as they get the bomb plant with about 5 seconds to spare. Sunpeos AWP as well has to be so careful. Does get a good shot onto James, but this one's over. It's gonna go aggressive, go hunting. Ooh, good shot on Yekindar. It's all for naught in terms of getting around on the board, but is still desperately trying to hold on to this AWP. And I think the kicker, yeah, is too far away. I thought he might go back through window, but it's not going to.
Ooh, the timing of that turn of the corner is going to be interesting. Making noise, still doesn't hear it. Sees the barrel and he's got it. Last split second. Oh, that sucks.
Yep.
Oh, you hate to see it.
Yep. We talked about momentum and slipping away.
And, I mean, I don't know if this is like a mistake or they were probably thinking we're going to buy because we have this AWP. So Davy snap bought the FAMAS, and now they're like, oh, we actually don't have it all. But the call was maybe made before he even went down.
And the timeout, and now he has to stew on that for a minute. But you're absolutely right. I mean, not only have they lost that momentum, and Virtus.pro does look like they're taking control of this situation very handedly, they've now lost the AWP on a very important round with a potential force buy they've already used and a timeout called. So they're really clutching at straws right now on the Movistar side. Virtus.pro, meanwhile, Yekindar gets up to 14 kills to lead the way after us calling him out so frequently in the first half for putting himself in awkward situations. He's looked very good to start off the, was it offensive campaign?
The offensive campaign, yes.
That's Twitter these days, right?
It's always been Twitter. You just didn't know it until now.
I'm learning.
Oh, dear. Well, 10-9. Round number 20. Back to pistols and just, yeah, they're like, all right, man, you already snapbot? It's fine. We're just going to save around you. You're going to be that guy in matchmaking.
Molotov instead toward elevators to try and hold them back so they can split over toward the B site. all for naught, going back down the shaft instead. And it'll be back over toward A on a full committal fake.
Yeah, I think maybe just showing a little bit of a different look where the opening this time was attempted to come towards middle.
I think they were spotted. I think we snapped to it late enough that my eyes are a little slow in
Looks
their
like
age,
it.
but I think he spotted them.
You could see the whole Movistar team just kind of moving across the map in their different positions, pushing up, rotating over towards the A bomb site. Question is, can they actually do anything with these CZs?
I think there's a potential they get kicker down. That's a trade position with a CZ up close. He does isolate very well. Kicker, I apologize for ever doubting you, my dear.
Yep.
As Buster will take down Sunpiss as well, and it's going to be all on deaths in a 1-on-5. And I would say death is certain, as this looks like a tie game, 10-10. You're right, Jason. You were from the future.
Yeah, I don't even know. It's just, yeah. I'm worried. I'm scared. I liked what I saw in the first half. They got away with a couple scrappy rounds, a couple rounds that didn't seem likely, which is fine. But I don't know, something about the pistol in the second, I was just like, oh, VP's going to come back in this. VP's coming back in a big way. 10-10, and they don't look like they're really stressed. They don't look like they're having problems, Virtus.pro, as T-side has just been all according to plan.
Still looking toward the smoke now, plumed at the top of the ramp. They've got a player pushed up into the corner. They check it. They check it. Indeed, Nikender, I think he saves Kicker in that situation because he's tagged down to 5 HP, and on top of that, he'll double up and find Muppas as well.
Yeah, they telegraphed that push. Not even telegraphed, really. They just gave it away. The sound of them rushing down the whole way. Virtus.pro knew exactly what was happening, and a perfect play from Yekindar and Kicker. Nice reaction, nice protocols to shut down 2 players, and for that, it's hard. I'm not trying to. It's not a critical thing, but what a tough round coming out of a save. Your first gun round in 1 or 2 rounds, or your first gun round where you feel good about getting back into this game. You call that push and you lose both players. That's heartbreaking for a round with such investment in it. And when it happens so early as well, you're just like, where can I actually push to get information? Now, knowing VP and knowing the way Virtus.pro plays, you know they're just going to hit the pause button for the next minute and wait for you to make the next move. All you can do is flip a coin, stack a bomb site, and hope you win it. It's exactly what they've done. They've got the first 2 steps right. They've picked the correct site.
Sunpiss up close, trying to do something of it, but Kicker looking very sharp in that position when he jumps up to the lane. Deaths, though, Davy finally something going. Last 2 alive, but Death elevated up above. He goes for the double boost position. Nothing to find until Davy arrives as well and takes down Flit, and they do not relinquish the lead. 11-10 for the Spaniards.
I cannot believe they held on to that bomb site. 3-on-5, a great turnaround. Actually, excuse me, a 2-on-5 after Kicker gets that kill. That is spectacular from Movistar Riders. Again, as I mentioned, winning a couple they probably shouldn't, getting a little bit lucky in these situations, but we'll take them all at this point. 11-10, 1-round lead. Smoke causing some chaos. A nice aggressive play from Deaths. But I mean, it's almost like the poison chalice. It's almost like, you know, winning but losing 4 players, and yeah, you could still buy, especially with those M4s as powerful, the M4A1 as powerful as it is. You're going to be missing some kits, going to be missing some nades, going to be missing just a little bit extra. And you certainly have no money built up, no buffer for Movistar's defense.
Smoke and a flash. In fact, smokes go both directions on the ramp. At Vertigo, Yekender gonna sneak his way through. So close. That's the tough call, and you mentioned it in the first half. There was a situation where they couldn't get away. I think it was actually, the pistol round of this half. They couldn't get away. You commit to that corner, and you can get caught out. Yekender nearly shows exactly that. And once again, Kicker, good positioning, but he goes to, oh my goodness, he gets caught out. Alex, what a play as he turns in both directions, finds 3 kills before finally going down to James, but even put him on a 16 HP, and now a 2 versus 2, and Buster saves the day as My goodness, Davy nearly walked through and took the low HP player, James, down before the bomb hit the ground. Instead, now Death has it all to do, but has more HP than both Buster and James combined.
Yeah, but still needs to find those kills. Ooh, double smoke down. He's got a kid. He's looking for the peek after the first smoke.
Sucked.
Yeah, he might like to have that one over. He's going to drop down on the bomb. He does tap it. James is close up. Here's the tag and finishes him off. 11-11.
Yeah, that second smoke didn't really bounce correctly, did it? However, it still wasn't the way it went in the end. Alex did very well. I thought Kicker was going to swing on him so fast and just drop him, and he manages to look both directions. Able to look both ways, just like Pimp.
Yeah, you keep him boxed into the corner, and you think you certainly have him done. Or certainly Yekindar will trade it coming up in the other direction, but what a sick triple kill. All with one magazine.
Yeah, pretty solid effort. 11-11. Talk about this scoreline often. It's usually breaking point. This is when you start to see the momentum really turn. When you, it seems consistent enough that when you find 11-11, usually the money is tight. Now, in this case, I will say Virtus.pro's got quite a surmountable reserve of cash right now, but it's going to be a tough round for Movistars. They're going to sit, I think, this one out. At full save even. A few pistols brought up, but no armor. Okay, I've spoken too soon. Let's just get all the utility. Still no armor, fair enough, but, you know, whatever. Make a liar out of me.
Alex has some. He's got some armor.
Oh, he does. You're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all right. Ooh. Almost finding a cool timing. Davy's not going to stick around. Couple quick shots. Back away. Yekindar definitely spotted that, trying to time the nade on the jiggle peak, but Davy's already relocated. VP again, just when you give him these early kills, the slow play is just so tough to stop.
Nade up and over top of the wall at B. As Davy G tries to spam away with a deagle. Has to back away. Meanwhile, Flit, the new addition, does find one. Davy's got Yekindar in return, but James still finding a kill. That's going to open up middle. Flit on the lurk, nearly goes down. Mapazu does catch him before he drops to the floor. And he'll go hunting for a gun, but spots one more out to Cat. That's bomb down, 46 seconds, tons of time. But he's bought himself some space to work with. Overstepped the AK. Please reach with those very long arms of yours to pick up that gun. He's going to back away. He could actually rotate all the way around on this bomb. He's not going to. I thought he was going to rotate back to mid and elevate himself up again. Not all the way around the map, per se, but he is going to go directly back into it with the smoke down. He's got isolated angles, but that double stack in mid sight is so tricky to deal with for exactly this reason. Slow to react to the peak, and Kicker comes back out for the second time to take him down, and Virtus.pro now have the lead. Finally have the lead.
Yeah, they tied it up previously, but this time they actually take it full force. And remember that 11th round that Movistar won, the only round they've won in this second half was pretty miraculous. Was a 2-on-5 that they came back in. So it's got to start now for the Spanish team. Oh, it's always so heartbreaking. I've seen it so many times, and it still doesn't feel any better. Watching an underdog have such like a good first half,
yeah,
and then just not able to close it out. And listen, they're still far away from full-blown losing this, but the problem is, I don't think they've got an entry kill. I don't think they've got an opening kill in this second half. I can't recall a round where they've had the first kill.
I feel like you're right.
VP's like, okay, I'll take this frag, and then we're just gonna sit. We're gonna sit and wait for 40 seconds to a minute, and you can't do anything because you know we're gonna sit here and wait. You can't go for information. All you can do is blind stack.
Davy this time gives them at least a man advantage.
Oh,
Again,
no.
It wasn't the opening. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Oh, get your gun out, son.
Oh, dear. You don't like to see that. Oh, look at the lurk in mid as well. It's good call. Deaths was ready for it. I don't know if it was called out by a teammate or he's just that focused.
Man, again, I did it. Every time I see someone fall off those stairs, I just, like, hold my breath. I know it's there, and I still feel it.
Right.
Yekindar makes his way up toward the site. He's the closest. Smoke down spots the gap in it, but so too is spotted in return. And Deaths gets the better of the kill. Watch the nade going high in the sky and above. And beyond the site is just James remains on the AWP. And it's James time, baby.
Been waiting this whole half to say that.
Whole game. What do you mean?
What's he got for us? 3,400 in the bank. I would have laughed so hard if he just wide swung off the building. That would have made my night. That would have made the major.
Yeah, it's done on day one for you. Doesn't get any better than that. Well, he's done it. Counter-terrorists win. Jesus died for our sins so Jame could save our skins.
The true Jame time. True, legit, full-blown Jame time there. 12-12. Look, I mean, I know we kind of started talking about this just as if it maybe felt a little bit done and dusted, but props to Movistar fighting back in that round, fighting back in this game, keeping things close, not letting VP just take the lead and run away with it. Cool to see. Can they keep it up another round? What, 3 players survived?
Some passes still holding out toward the stairs. AWP aggressively smoked down. That contains Buster, at least for now. Kicker's still waiting down at the bottom side of the ramp with the box in front, making sure there's going to be no aggression toward him. Let's see if they can get the opening pick this time, Jason. You called them on it.
I just like to see it once. I want to see what they do. I want to see what it's like with Movistar playing 5-on-4. For a change. Very passive from VP. Just passing the 1-minute mark in round 25. It's tied up 12-12. If you're just recently tuning in, this is a game between two 1-0 teams in our Swiss system at the CSGO Major. No one getting eliminated today. Just people being put into deep holes.
Yeah. With Astralis.
Oh, not this time.
Oh.
It's a clinic from Yekindar. Woo.
Alpaz is going to try and do something about it, but Flitz got him instead. In fact, he got Team Flash, according to the HUD.
I feel like
Pius wanted to try and help him out.
I feel like that play that Movistar just did is like, you get like lured into that as a player when you have teammates that you're like, guys, this could be so sick. Come with me. We're going to push up. We're going to retake A ramp. We're just going to kind of walk this and we're going to win everything. And then
Good speech.
You lose everyone. It's actually like a really hard push to pull off. But it always feels like it should work. 13-12. VP take the lead. Again.
And a lead late with 3 to go. We'll get immediately back into it. Movistar Riders.
Dude, I like it. I think Movistar Raiders sounds cool as hell. Say it all you want. It sounds badass.
All right, fine. I'm just going, oh no, Flit. You'll pay for those knees when you get older.
Trust.
Kinder back at the bottom of the stairs with Buster immediately under them trying to play off that information. They want to go for a double. No, okay, double nade. I was going to say double boost in that position. It's not really that powerful. You can already see all the way up the catwalk anyway. Molotov goes a little bit deeper, but Death sneaking up gets Jane.
There it is, baby. That's what we've been looking for. This whole half, an opening kill. Unfortunately, they all have pistols.
Well, yeah, exactly. And we saw Death get too aggressive in that position. It took him a long time to get his confidence back. Yekender behind the smoke. He's going to sneak all the way in. Spots the backside of Davy. Down he goes. And double stack position. Death comes back. Oh, my foot is third. Oh, my God. The crosshair placement was close, but a good reaction by Flit. Gets the AK-47 shot in return. And he's got that sexy hollow on that AK to try and find 2 more potentially in the sight. A little bit late. Rotating over is Alex, but smokes down. Should be pretty clear for the bomb plants. Although that counter flash was decent.
Yeah, that was quite nice. Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're fine.
Molotov going to go down. Kicker swinging into the bomb site. Utility to kind of secure this position so they can get the bomb planted and just spamming through the smoke at the common positions. They're going to extend this lead to 2 more than likely, unless Alex has something crazy to say about it. There's the peek, misses the shot. Now they know, and Kickert's got it. The what I was pointlessly interrupting you for is the those polar bears. At least you know. Those polar bears are like a neon green.
It's the hollow sticker.
I know. I'm just saying. It's not healthy.
Maybe they
Jaundiced polar bear.
Jaundiced, okay. I feel like you like that word because you once told me I looked jaundiced in a photo on Instagram. Appreciated that comment, thanks.
It's probably not the worst thing I've ever said.
It's definitely not, let's be honest. Well, 2 to go for Virtus.pro, and money is definitely back in the hands of Movistar riders, but if they lose this, it could be a pretty straightforward finish to this map. After, again, what you said, a great start, 10 rounds in the first half, and unfortunately it just fell a little bit flat. It is heartbreaking because you do want to see the underdog do so well, but still a decent performance, you have to say.
Yeah, I think it's probably going to feel pretty bad for them considering, you know, I don't know, 10-5 half. Things had to have been feeling good at halftime, and it just I think they've only got opening kills once, and I think that's the thing that's going to be upsetting is playing so many rounds with a disadvantage. When you get to the end of that game and like you go back and you look at it and you realize watching the VOD that you just lost that opening kill every single time. We've only seen them get the first kill once. So you're just like, man, if we could have just like one of these rounds, one of these swing rounds had a 5-on-4, if we didn't have to play a man down every single round at all times for a minute and a half, would have been great.
Sampayas is still waiting as well above Alex with the AWP to try and support his teammate. No one really has vision on the opposite side of the ramp, but they check it now. No one's there. Surprisingly, they don't spam through. It's just a tarp draped over top of some metal, but yet still it was enough cover nearly for Sampayas to stay alive longer. Not long enough, but Alex makes amends with that and brings it back down to a 3-on-3 before he falls to Flit.
Man, Alex has had some great multi-kills in this game. Especially on the CT side.
I was going to say, especially CT side, where they've been struggling. It's kind of one of the only things keeping them in this. God, every time. Every time.
3 for 3. It's the way I can see you flinch. Oh, nades are out. They're going to storm into the bomb site and Molotov to force anyone away from the default boxes. However, there's not really a whole lot of utility on this VP side. They might have a bit of a battle on their hand as they turn the corner, but not if James is going to hit that shot. Bomb is down inside the site, 15 seconds, and Buster has to cover his teammate.
Oh. Good use of utility for James. Forces Deaths to have to go aggressive. Mompus as well can't go by this. Obviously, he can go for the jump toward the catwalk. Bit risky. James doesn't even care. Looks directly toward that position. And he didn't want to go through the Molotov. So round done. Map points for Virtus.pro. I would say series point, but it's not really a series. It's a best of one. But a chance to go 2-0 to start off the major after what was actually a pretty stressful time for Virtus.pro. If you go back to the second RMR, not the most recent for CIS, they performed terribly.
Oh, yeah, we were casting that. That was an atrocious event for them.
It was Starladder that hosted it. Yeah, it was
we were actually sitting there kind of worried for a moment, like, oh,
I didn't think they were going to make the major after that. I was like, man, they just got no points in this particular RMR. Like, they might have just shot themselves in their foot. Yep, and now they're looking pretty solid again. So money definitely in their favor. It's FAMAS is brought out to try and do something for Movistar, but once again they lose the opening pick.
Yeah, this is why I kind of mentioned coming into this map in the pregame that I just think of this as like a stereotypical like Yekindar map. He's just got such a deep playbook on the way he plays the air ramp on both sides. We've seen him slow play this, and now we've seen him change the pace and catch him up on looking the exact wrong way. Brutal stuff. And now they're just kind of laying it on thick. Plenty of utility sent out. That's going to force a lot of counter nades from the defense. And they can kind of re-exec. They've got another smoke. They've got another molly and plenty of flashbangs.
James behind sandbags has the corner to work with. Perfect position for the AWP to cover off for his teammates as they want to try to get toward the site. 3 in elevators right now. It's a bit misleading with the X-ray. I do believe actually one of them is working back over from middle, but nonetheless, Alex has kickers. He needs another multi-kill here. Can't do it. Davi's at least got the trade. He'll follow up and find 2, and Deaths delivers in the middle of that to take down James. It's all on Buster, and he better get out his duster if he wants to clean up this round. And he has one already. Knows there's a second toward the double boost. Finds the shot on Sampayas and immediately changes his crosshair. He'll take Deaths down, and fittingly, the duster does close it out. As it is Virtus.pro that will go 2-0 to close off day 1 on our main stream.
That's a beautiful clutch. Even that last kill, he even knows he has the cover of the plant boxes, so he can just wait for the drop down. That's good stuff. Man, I mean, it's tough for Movistar riders, but you have to say props to VP because that was a tough first half. Movistar really put them in a stressful situation.
And as someone pointed out on Twitter, and they played each other in this map on IEM Fall and actually didn't win, so good recovery from VP in that regard as well to go back to it, take the rematch, and take the victory. 2-0 is a perfect start for a team like them. Movistar, I'm still impressed. I'm still thinking they have an outside chance of making it through this stage.
Yeah, I mean, I think it certainly gives us a little bit of confidence seeing them play like this and be competitive like this against VP when they go up against some of the teams that we generally consider within like their reach, within their grasp. It's going to, make us feel a lot better about how dangerous they can be.
The weird thing is VP's in their grasp, but at the same time, on a good day, VP, I think, can really be a contender at the top,
VP's
right?
peak, yeah.
They're just not consistent with that peak.
Right.
I mean, you go back to the last major, Avenger obviously did, I think, super well at Avangar,
Avenger.
They did super well, and obviously they want to try and replicate that form here, but yeah, it's the consistency of it, right? It was that was
and
a
also,
Cinderella story at that point.
Keep in mind as well, there's going to be some growing pains with Flit coming in for Sanji as well. Like, you have to remember also, like, whatever comments, whatever belief you want to have about the statistics of someone like Sanji, the timings of when he's throwing flashbangs to people, the protocols, the reactions and how quick they come. Like, this is all stuff Flit, it's going to take an extra second or two for him to get it the way Sanji had.
The other interesting note, just to go back to that last point as well, is the last two majors, again, long time ago now, but you go to Katowice in 2019, you had the Cinderella story, the dream run from Ents.
Yep.
You get to Berlin, you have an incredible run from
Cinderella story from Avangar.
Avangar, exactly that. Both shut down by Astralis, obviously, but
Classic.
you also go to Krakow and you had Immortals in the fun up against then the former Gambit roster who won the major. And the point is, there's usually this one team at a major that can surprise us, hits that peak form and gets a really good run. And oftentimes it's someone that comes out of this portion, the sort of the contenders top 24 that has all the way through. So don't discount some of these teams the way they're playing. I mean, we just saw that good game with Ents previously. They sit 1-1. Heroics now 2-0. You've got some guys in this that
Copenhagen
can still
Flames,
be Copenhagen Flame. I don't know if they have a dream, that'd be incredible. But there's some teams here that really are good litmus tests.